Gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. Terence "Bud" Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, tipping the scales at the 135-pound limit, and he's got a reach of 188 centimeters. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. Weighed in at 61 kilos, and he's 180 centimeters tall. That's outrageous. His reach also 184.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
And here he is, Bud, Terence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a five-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. They ring the bell, and here we go. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
These two are the perfect dance partners. Jab does not score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Catch and shoot. Misses with that uppercut. Just missed with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight. A counter punch is smart.
The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Hook misses. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punchers, my favorite fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They got out of the way of that right hook. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. That uppercut misses. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Pretty close fight here in this round. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. He threw the hook, didn't land. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. No rest for the weary. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Just when you think you're going to have a lull in the... Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They threw the hook. It did land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's them. They're that powerful.
That hook just can't find the target. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round here so far. Only catching air with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Chad does not score. You don't want to go tit for tat. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've been hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Both men step back for just a moment. So much firepower here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Nice straight.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day to win. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Switch back on, get the rhythm back, then we go again. Switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Switch on. Get the boxing back together.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
Get your mind back together. Now's the time to fight. He's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
He's not in your league, Jack. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Don't worry about it.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Nice counter shot. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world.
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
And now they're right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter punch. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. They exchange punches. They exchange punches. Nice counter. Hook misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket him.
Back and forth they go. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You to switch back on, get focused, you need to go back out there and just to win this round. Get your mind back. Get out there and switch up. Get this boxing.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of the jab, and then start going.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the jab. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Good counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The perfect counter lands. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble.
Does he know he's hurting? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Tom?
He takes a step back, recalibrates him. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Every time they drop their guard. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That left hook misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. One punch can change anything when these two step in the ring. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Get this boxing back together. I need you.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
It's a straight right, just misses. That hook won't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. They got out of the way of that right hook. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brain.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Crawford's legs are all over the place.
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
We knew it was going to be close, but that's as close as it gets. No one wins, no one loses. This fight ends in a draw.
You know what? That's fair. And for the fans, I feel sorry for the fans because they wanted to walk away with some winner. But eventually, these guys are going to have to do it all over again. A draw. Suck it up, Buttercup.